All right, so welcome to today's Tabata Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. My name is Courtney Handelin, and I'm one of the health coaches here at the Wellness Center, as you probably know by now. And we're just going to get started with a nice warm-up. So like I said, you can go ahead and be marching in place. Just listen to your body. Don't do anything that you don't feel comfortable with. You can always come back to this basic march or anything we do in the warm-up that you're more comfortable with. And the point is to just get you moving for 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and take some side steps now. You can add in some arms if you want. I like to take my shoes off so I can have better gripping with my feet. If you have dress shoes on, and go ahead and reach overhead. I would recommend that you take those off. You could also go ahead and reach across. Make those movements a little bigger now. You could also put on, like your walking shoes if you want. I do have weights today that I'll use a little bit. You can use weights as well if you want, light weights, or you can do nothing. And reach over, nice and big, really stretching that leg out. We're warming up the body, getting that heart rate up, loosening those joints and muscles. Good, and doing some shoulder rolls while we march. Maybe tapping those toes forward, reaching the heels forward especially, toes to the air, getting a little bit of stretch in the back of that leg. Awesome. Back to that side stepping march. And we will go ahead and get started. Before we jump in, I'll tell you the exercises we're going to do today so that you feel ready and prepared for that. So we are going to be doing a squat hold with some cross punches. If your shoulders are bothering you and that's too much, you can just do the squat hold, or you could do pulses. We're also going to do curtsy lunge with big arms, cans, and then what's called drinking bird jacks. So just one thing quick for the squat, just to set you up as a reminder. You want to make sure for this one, we're going to have a wider stance. So hips just slightly wider than, or feet slightly wider than your hips. Feel free to keep moving while I'm walking you through this. And it really is going to be up to you as far as if your toes are pointing forward or slightly out. What I want you to pay attention to is your knees. So if you want to take this squat with me, go ahead. So you're sitting your butt back like you're looking for a chair. All that weight should be in your heels. So I can go here so you can see me. Let me just move this down a tad. So all that weight is in my heels. You can see I can wiggle my toes. My chest is up. I'm looking forward. So if your knees are tracking straight over your toes, perfect. If they're leaning in, then it might be helpful for you to go a little wider, and maybe might even be helpful to turn those feet out a little bit. We're just sitting straight down. Chest is straight, and then we'll be just punching across. If that's too much, you can just sit straight down and you could do a little pulse. Or if you're more comfortable, you could just do regular squats. Just make sure the weight is in the heels. The weight is in the heels. The knees are straight, going straight over the toes, but not over the top of them. I should say they're aligned with the feet, not going over the top of the toes, staying stacked like that. All right, so now that we got a reminder of good squat formation, let me pull up my timer here. And so we are going to start with that squat hold. We've got a couple seconds here to get ready. Get into that squat, wide legs, if you got your weights, and then we're just punching straight across. Then we got this for 20 seconds. If you've got weights, or even if you don't, imagining just really pushing, focusing. Imagine you're pushing through mud, so you're engaging those muscles. We got a few seconds left here, and then we rest. Good. All right, next we're doing curtsy lunges. So it's going to be like back, and you're just doing big arms with it. So go ahead and join me now. Back, and just swaying your arms. So if you want to get more cardio, you can just take up more space here. Bigger movements. You could even add a hop in between if you want. Adding these arms in gets that cardio up for you. Got a few seconds left. And rest for 10. Next, we're doing can-cans. So you're going to bring your arms up behind your head. You'll be doing elbow to knee, and then that same toe to foot. Elbow to knee, hand to toe. So you're really engaging your core here with this one. And go as fast or as slow as you want. We're halfway. Good job. You're looking good. Awesome. 10 seconds rest. Last one for this set is Jinky birds. So hands are up, engaging that core. This takes a lot of balance. Kicking that leg back. Clapping the hands down like you're drinking. And then up. And switch sides. Awesome. So alternating sides. Halfway. Engaging that core. 10 more seconds. This is kind of our catch your breath spot here. Work on some balance. Good. All right, and we're back to the start. Holding that cross punch. So go ahead and get into your squat position. We'll get started in about 5 seconds here. Get yourself ready. You're standing straight up. You might have wide knees, squatting down. And if you want, you could add a pulse to that. Just up an inch, down an inch with your punches. Halfway there. You got this. Make sure those knees are staying in line with the feet, not going over. Awesome. Back to those curtsy lunges. Again, if you want to get more cardio in, add a bigger hop. We're bringing that behind. Add the arms in. Kind of a sweeping motion. If you don't want as much cardio, you could just go slow. Halfway. Bring that leg back. Whoops, as I do some weird crisscrossy. Couple seconds left here. And then next we got those can-cans again. So opposite elbow to opposite knee, then hand to toe. Engaging that core, here we go. Elbow to knee, hand to toe. Elbow to knee, hand to toe. As fast or as slow as you want, as long as you're engaging that core, we're halfway. Make sure you're breathing. Exhaling on the crunch is especially helpful. And you're done. Jinky birds is next. So engage that core to go. Pull yourself back up. Arms are in the air. We just tilt forward like a deadlift and clap it up. Again, these you might not go super fast if you don't have good balance, but just listen to your body. Go as fast or as slow as you want. You got it. Awesome. And then we're going to be back to that squat hold with the cross punch. Go ahead and grab a drink of water. You got 8 more seconds of rest here. And if you're ready, go ahead and get into that squat. You got a couple seconds and work. Go ahead and punch across, holding that squat. Make sure you're breathing. Engaging those muscles, engaging that core, squeezing those glutes. The inner thighs are on fire. Awesome, and rest. We've got our curtsy lunges next. Big arms if you've got it. And here we go. Kick it back and back. Good. You got it. We're halfway. Make sure you're breathing. You can add a hop if you want to get more cardio in. Great. Rest. Next, we're doing can-cans. Remember, we're engaging that core. Go as fast or as slow as you want. Arms up. Elbow to knee. Foot to toe. Foot to toe. Hand to toes. Halfway. You got it. You're halfway there. Keep breathing. Exhale on that crunch. And rest. Awesome. Drinking bird jacks. They're up next. Engage that core. Get yourself ready. Stable foot. And down. And up. And switch sides. Make sure you're breathing. Working on some balance here, as well as some core work for the balance. And just lift up as high as you're comfortable. And we're done. That one went quick. All right, we are moving on to round 3. Got an 8-second rest here. And then so go ahead and grab your weights if you're gonna use them. Get yourself into that squat hold and go. Again, you can do like the mini squats while you're here, or you can just hold it and focus on the arms, whatever feels better for you. If this is too much for your shoulders, you can do just a standard squat. We're almost done. Awesome. Okay, last curtsy run lunge. Here we go. Okay, get those arms up and kick them around. I should say swing them around while you kick that foot back. As big or as small as you want. Bigger movements will get that heart rate up more. So listen to your body. If you're feeling zesty, add a hop in there. If you're not, you need to rest, take it easy. And here's our 10-second break. Can-cans are next. Engaging that core. We're almost done here. You're doing great. Elbow to the opposite knee and then foot to toes. Exhaling on that crunch. Halfway there. You're looking great. Almost done. Perfect. All right, Jinky bird jacks are next. And we're almost done. Go ahead and get yourself ready. Arms in the air, engaging that core. Lean forward as far as you're comfortable, clapping those hands. Really focusing on some balance.
Halfway.
Keep breathing. You're halfway. Using those glutes to lift up. And you're done. We made it. All right, let's take a little bit of time to cool down. Roll those shoulders. Take some nice deep breaths. You got 1 minute here until this break is technically over. Pulling that arm across the body, making sure not to grab directly on that elbow. Taking nice deep breaths. And then pushing that arm up either from down here or you can grab up here. Good, keep doing that. Just up it. And then other side. And it might be helpful to wiggle your fingers and reaching up. Awesome. Rolling those shoulders. And let's push back and flexing our hands back. It's really good. It connects to your nervous system. And then rounding forward. And then pushing back, flexing those hands. When you do that, it connects to your nervous system and tells your body to relieve stress. Releases, gets rid of some of those cortisol, that stress hormone. Arching forward. Awesome. And a quick little stretch for the legs. So we're just going to kick that foot forward. Oh, yes, you need to move me down. Kicking that foot forward and you're just sitting back. You could do this in a chair as well, or you could go prop up on a wall. You're stretching out the back of that leg and then switching sides. Awesome. Making sure to stand tall. Good. And then a little figure 4 stretch. You can either do it sitting down or just cross that leg up right just above the knee and then just sitting back. You can grab onto something for balance if you need. Keeping that chest straight up. And switch sides. Again, you could do this sitting down if you're by a chair. Putting that foot up as well. And then just leaning forwards a little bit. Again, keep straight back. Keeping that chest up. You'll feel a nice stretch across the back of that, your glutes and piriformis. It's a really good stretch to do every day, if you can. Maybe even multiple times a day. Okay, so when you are feeling ready and energized and back to return to work and have the best Tuesday since last Tuesday. You're free to go. Make sure you drink lots of water today. And thanks for joining me. Have a good one. See you next week.